Hello, welcome to the series of this Qlik geomap operations. In this particular video, we're going to talk about the intersect operation and geomaps. So I'm gonna use the area layers that I've already created. You might have your own existing territory maps, or you might have created using the video that I've just shared recently, which has travel area creation using Qlik geo operations. If you haven't watched that video, you do watch called Qlik maps travel 60. I'm going to share the link in description as well. Okay, so the idea here is that, you know, if you see my this layer, there is some overlapping area here here as well, but how much it is overlapping, I can see that from my, you know, just one overview, but I want to calculate the mathematically to an accuracy. Why this is important? This is important in different distribution planning centers. For example, I have a distribution center here. If a lot of area is being overlapped, I might want to move it a little you know, right or left, or it can be, you know, if we have already existing territories for a certain sale manager and we have these complaints that they are being overlapped, so we want to see that how much is being overlapped. So let's say that can be a trigger that if the area overlapping becomes more than 10% or 5%, it should be a triggered and it should be resolved. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna use this area layer that I've already created. So this is the code for that. Do more video if you want to know more about that. And the next one I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to Qlik geo operations here. This particular connection, you can create the particular connection just by hitting create button and selecting Qlik geo operation and just hit create. There is nothing else to be done, so you can just do that. Okay, so I have already done that, so I'm just gonna go into this options, and from the operations I'm gonna select the intersect operation and number of intersects. So how many number of intersects you want to see? In our case it's just one intersect, but maybe if there are multiple one, you want to see, okay, how many number of intersect you want to see. In case of 0, it means that all the intersect will be coming. We do not have two data set, we have single data set, and we want to compare that with the other, and the data we are going to use is the already loaded data. So in this one, it's not going to be geo operation, but it's going to be the area layer. So the area name of the table is travel area, I think 60. I'm gonna check that again, and I can change that on the front end. I'm gonna show you that, and I'm gonna specify the key field. I can auto generate that as well, but in this case I'm gonna specify that. I'm going to name that as operation ID, and then this time it's going to be polygon, so I'm going to use the polygon, and the name of the field is travel area. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. I'm going to use this one. So this is operation ID, and this is the travel area that I'm going to use this particular field to combine that, and then these are the other fields that I have in this data set. Okay, so I'm going to use the auto one. I'm going to select the table as a resultant table, and I'm gonna insert the script. And if you see, my travel area is area 60 minutes, but so if I have selected it wrongly, I can update that in here, and the rest of the things are okay. So just confirm that this is travel area. Yeah, travel area, and this is also a travel area. So I think that's everything else is fine. So I'm gonna reload the data, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I have 8 records in here. I have all the intersects. So now let's see what this intersects looks like. So no, this is just the mathematical table. This is nothing else. So I'm gonna create a table here. I'm gonna I'm gonna delete these columns. They have been added. I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna go for intersect table. If you see, there is the operation IDs are because they are linked with other tables. That's why we have them in here. Otherwise, they should not be here. So what I'm gonna do is I have this operation ID, and then I have dataset operation ID. So these are two datasets. So 1000 between, there is 100 and 500 are overlapping, 200 and 300. So 500 is overlapping with everyone, and Then let's see uh, how much overlap is. So there is a relative overlap. Okay, and I'm gonna just, let's just use that as a measure. So I'm gonna say average overlap, let's say, and just use the number and in percentage. Okay, so overall 10% area is being overlapped. So this been in between 100 and 500, 8.7%. The most overlap has happening between 300 and 500. If I select this one and now I go to my map, so you see this is my 300, and I'm gonna select 500 as well. So this is an overlap in between them. If you see, this is the overlap that's happening here. So we might want to update that, or do something about this if we are interested, because there is a 13% overlap. You might want to reduce that. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Intersect, very simple, very basic, but it's a very powerful tool if you are planning your opening your new geographical distribution, or you want to make best use of your existing territories. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned.